Mr. Das,
Yes.
you did your MSc AG, Agriculture. What
Yes,
is
sir.
Agriculture Institute of Agriculture in Banaras Hindu University.
Yes, sir.
Your BSc AG was from?
Sir, Pali Shiksha Bhavan, Vishwabharati Shanti Niketan.
Oh, very good. So,
Thank you, sir.
communication, adoptions and diffusion. What is this? Communication? PRA? What is PRA?
Sir, PRA is Participatory Rural Appraisal.
Acha, acha. Then participatory rural
Appraisal.
appraisal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can relate. I can make out what is this adoptions and diffusion. Okay,
Yes, sir.
some subject BSc Agriculture and science from BJB. Acha. So agriculture honors. Why did you go to Vishwabharati if you were for agriculture? What is?
Sir, I went to Vishwabharati in the year of 2017.
Yes.
I had attempted the ICR UG entrance examination and I had gotten All India rank of 202. Post
Yes.
that, I went on to pursue my majors in agriculture from the University of Vishwabharati.
Now in Vishwabharati, the education pattern is it somewhat different from our Odisha University of Agriculture?
Sir, Vishwabharati University follows in a way the Gurukul has kept the Gurukul tradition alive. In Vishwabharati, there are many bhavans which are the institutes that have open class formats where the teachers teach in the open arena. At the same time, the relationship is very close and cordial in Vishwabharati because in Vishwabharati we do not call our teachers as sirs and madam. We call them as Dada and Didi, which is the Bengali word for elder brother and elder sister, so that the barrier that can come in between teacher and student can be broken if we can convert their relationship to a brother and sister.
Even in your agriculture colleges, that system is followed.
Yes, sir. Across all the bhavanas in Vishwabharati, that's the rule.
What else besides this Dada Didi? How is it different from traditional colleges? How come?
Sir, this is one thing, and another thing is, like I said, nature is very well worshipped in Vishwabharati. For example, across Vishwabharati, we celebrate like Bruksharopana Divasa, Halakarshana Divasa, and keeping the tradition alive, there is Pousa Mela in the month of Pous and Magha Mela. So such things kept the heritage and tradition of Indian civilization that Rabindranath Tagore envisaged alive.
Achha, very good. Then thereafter you went to Banaras Hindu University.
Yes, sir.
So there, is it? That's right. So you are now written as development apprentice.
Yes, sir.
In JK.
It's a Pradhan Institute at JK.
What is Pradhan Institute?
Sir, Pradhan is an NGO where I was placed after my masters in BHU. Pradhan stands for Professional Assistance in Development Action. It's an NGO which works in livelihood augmentation and women empowerment of the rural community. I had the opportunity to work there for 3 months.
But you have worked there from 3/6/24 to 31st August 25, is it?
2024, sir.
That's 5 Thereafter, anything else?
Apologies, sir.
Thereafter,
Sir, I resigned from then Pradhan because last time my interview date was clashing with some important event at Pradhan, so I had to make a tough call. And
what happened?
What is that?
Sorry, again please say.
Sir, last time also in my first OCS attempt I had qualified for interview. However, my interview date was clashing with an important central event of Pradhan for which I had to go to Itarsi, Madhya Pradesh. I had to make a tough call and I decided to resign to give. I had the idea that if I make it well and good, but even if I don't, I would be giving at least one committed year to my OCS preparation, full-fledged preparation.
So last year you went for interview.
Yes, sir.
So why you didn't make it where?
Sir,
marks?
I fell short in mains by 17 marks.
Was your mains including interview?
Sir, I got the highest possible mark in interview. However, in mains, my mark was just the cut-off, 862.
What were the subjects you had taken during mains? History.
Yes, sir. My optional is history.
Last year also history.
Yes, sir.
So in history you got less marks or what?
Sir, I believe my weaknesses were in 2 areas. One thing was indeed I couldn't do justice to the subject of history because there are a few lacuna. And another thing that I believe because I failed to attempt a lot of questions. I left almost 120 marks of answers.
Are they objective or something?
Yes, sir.
Were they objective questions in history?
Sir, not in history. Overall in my paper, like in the GS papers, in history I left only 115 markers, but
115.
115 marker. A 15 marker question.
Only 15 marks, right?
Yes, but overall I left almost 100 to 120 markers in the 7 papers, and I believe these two to be the reasons.
If you are such a smart person, you should have got through. I mean, it didn't happen. So, I will ask you, you have such qualifications, so you must be knowing agriculture what it is. Let me ask you one question in agriculture. What are the problems faced by people who are, whose life, their livelihood is determined by agriculture, by whatever, whether they are landowners or not? What are the problems faced by them?
Sir, in the present time, climate change and its impact have emerged as the biggest threat to the agricultural communities, because due to climate change there have been the water stress has increased. At the same time, the frequency and the timing of rain has varied. This has caused severe problems in agricultural sector. Second of all, I believe the second problem is the fragmentation of land is another big problem, which ensures that farmers cannot scale up their farming. In India, sir, 86% of farmers are small and marginal farmers, which means they own a bare minimum of at least 1 hectare of land. So these two are, I believe, to be critical.
I was asking you, they are good, but I was asking about Odisha's problem.
Sir, in Odisha, also, I believe in Odisha also, I believe these two
are there, but several other problems are there also.
So lack of cold storage will be another problem.
Yes, storage,
which causes perishability due to the perishability of items. And the supply chain can be more resilient in Odisha.
Supply chain almost doesn't exist.
Yes, sir, that's the one problem.
And then another problem is Odisha depends too much on paddy, isn't it?
Yes, sir. We are the 4th largest grower.
Paddy producers. But in comparison, our production in the oil seeds and all that sort of thing, fruits, vegetables, they're not that much, isn't it? I mean, in comparison, we totally depend on the agriculture, totally depend on paddy.
Yes, sir.
So how do we get out of it? Any suggestion? Many people have many suggestions.
So there have been a few exceptions and improvements have been made. For example, in the case of sweet potato, we are the top producer of sweet potato in India.
Really?
Yes, sir. As for the Odisha food processing, I read a report of Odisha government regarding food processing of last year. It held sweet potato in Odisha, sweet potato to be the top producer in India. We are the second in brinjal. We are the third in cashew. Like I said, we are 4th in rice and dried chilies also. And for garlic, we stand at the 5th position. So scope do exist. However, we need to amplify upon our process, upon the same process, and transfer it to other commodities and diversify it.
Recently they started what about this jackfruit, ponaso, jackfruit, and the other for potato. I don't know why they went for jackfruit, because plenty of jackfruit. I have. There's nobody to buy it, or the prices are very little for a jackfruit, right? And then I don't know what happened to potato, but they said that it was a little better than these missions. So what are the what problems? Because I know what I am talking. What problems a farmer faces while doing agriculture? Can you tell me something?
Sir, with respect to potato, you are asking?
No, I'm talking about generally in coastal areas. With respect to a farm other than paddy.
Yes, sir.
Cash product.
Okay,
for the cash crops and other things. Fruits, cash crops, vegetables and all this. Yeah.
So like I mentioned earlier, I believe the supply chain problem to be one thing.
Absolutely.
Second thing, for products like jackfruit, perishability becomes another issue.
The market price is just not there.
Sir, if we can build cold storage and release the product into the market to balance the supply and demand, to ensure that farmer get the right kind of product, then I believe that can be the right kind of initiative which will give the proper remuneration.
Then again another thing, when it is required, our various departments, agriculture, this, that, etc., at the right time they do not provide the good quality plants or seeds. they do not really they are properly informed about what type of manures or what type of diseases, how they are to be covered by what. They are never they are supplied, provided in time. The subsidies etc. also you have to run so many times there to get them. This is one thing. Then a very important thing due to all this, take for instance, I will give example about which I am very familiar, like banana, right? If you see this G8 bananas etc., the type of bananas we produce, we are just not in a position to compare with Andhra bananas and other this thing they produce. Requires a lot of hand holding, which is just not there. Sorry, I mean this is my personal.
True that is.
Eh?
Banana Development Corporation is here, they are doing nothing.
So, something like that. So how does one respond to all this? You are agriculture graduate. Since you are the last person, we are taking a little liberties by giving you actual the way.
You can sum up.
You can sum up. How does one go about improving Odisha's acha? Now you spoke about fragmentation of land. You go to coastal area and I mean really people have only 1 acre, half acre and they like. You belong to which place?
Khordha district, sir.
Which place of
Bhubneshwar.
Bhubneshwar. Roots, your father's birthplace.
Sir, Kendrapada. Parents are from Kendrapada.
Where from Kendrapada?
Ali, Thana Ali.
And about Dure. Anyway, so now the point is that land fragmentation.
Yes, sir.
Nobody is interested in improving the land because due to widespread construction of roads etc. everywhere, roads, housing, colonies and this and that, the water flow which was there, the agricultural engineering or whatever they call it, the water flow has been very badly affected. I mean by things like, suppose the water flow is coming this way, now they have built a housing colony in city nearby areas. They are throwing all kinds of things to the water channels, all clogged. So
these are the problems. New problems. These
are the type of problems nobody bothers about it. Then point is this fragmented lands. The babus in towns, even you can add person like me also, they own the lands. Landless laborers cultivate on them. Nobody has any wish to improve them or add higher production, that kind of thing. So these are some of the issues. How do you think you can address it? Cooperative or how?
So sir, from what I understand, the problems are two-folded. One is why farmers are not doing it. Second thing is the construction activities that are happening which are impacting agricultural activities. So first we need to regulate the real estate activities that are happening. We can implement the RERA, that is Real Estate Regulation Act, and see that houses, the plotting of the lands are not done in areas where farming activities are being produced. That is the first thing we can do. The second thing we can do is to show, at first we need to show the farmers that farming can be remunerative. If the one of the major things for which people in the farmers in the coastal areas especially have seen that they are leaving farming activities and coming to the nearest cities to do any kind of other jobs.
And it is the landless laborers.
Yes, sir.
Those who are taking up the bhaga nahi cultivate.
Yes, sir.
They have what interest they can have in upgrading the land by investment?
Nothing. Sir. The margin of profit that they are earning, it becomes insignificant for them.
Insignificant, right? All these problems are really, one doesn't know how it will be. Sir,
okay, you said a lot about agricultural products.
Yes, sir.
And now
a smart guy.
Tariff is increased by Donald Trump. And in what way our export will be affected?
Sir, with the second 25% of tariff that Donald J. Trump, the US President, has imposed, our exports are definitely going to take a hit.
Which are the items?
Yes, sir. Sir, almost $45 billion of loss we are going to take. Items mainly like pharmacy is one sector that's going to take a hit. However, owing to our almost $700 million of foreign exchange that's present, RBI has said that we can take well calibrated and comprehensive steps to ensure that the shock that's going to come with the loss of US exports.
That
is
is not my question. What are the sectors, what are the items manufacturing or production will be affected?
So pharmacy will be one thing, then refined oil product will be one thing, medicines, pharmacy also will be.
Why medicine?
Sir,
Because it is not so.
Pharmacy is not,
not in
it is an
the
exempted
tariff
list.
Have you looked
thoroughly.
into the tariff list?
The
Item
pharmacy
list?
Are you aware
sorry
of
Which
sir,
are
I
the-
haven't gone through it.
yes,
I will go through.
that is the point that
pointing
is-
out, sir, पचासन जोटा, go thoroughly. Electronics items, pharmacy are in the exempted list.
Okay, sir.
The affected list will be our
Shrimp,
textile sector, sir.
textile,
Shrimp, textile, shrimp, and some other sectors like leather goods, these, that,
automobiles.
automobiles,
Okay, sir.
all this will affected. Means, some of our trucks, jeeps are going there, they will all be affected, and some other high-priced goods.
I will definitely look into the list,
So
sir.
these are very
Fortunately-
important area. Item by item you have to
Yes,
analyze. Item by item.
Sure, sir.
Then,
Should we
Second
take,
thing-
sorry, sir, nahi.
second, why Trump is so much annoyed on India? What is the turning point?
Yes, yes.
Sir, as we are moving forward from a unipolar world to a multipolar world, US is becoming despair to continue and to hold on to its own hegemony. However, the rise of power like India or China, Russia are coming in its own way. But the relationship of India, the relationship of USA with China is such export oriented that USA is heavily dependent on the things that are being imported from China. But that's why I believe Donald Trump chose India to show that to show their hegemony as a medium of hegemony, to show that yes, we can impose and do such thing with
I
the
get
country.
your point, but prior to that also, there was a lot of comradeship between Modi and Trump.
Yes,
Just
sir.
few months ago only.
Yes, sir.
A few months ago, before everybody celebrated his victory.
Some
isn't
people
it?
celebrated
so,
his victory.
Though the things that are there, you are telling the macro level, that was there also in those days. So, what is the change? What is the difference? Why he has changed so dramatically, so drastically?
So from the perspective that I see, some points are institutional and some points are personal.
What is institutional, what is personal?
Sir, from institutional point of view, Donald J. Trump and his cabinets think that trade deficit, that there should not be any kind of trade deficit of United States of America with any country. However, when USA is dealing with India, then it is USA that's falling on the trade deficit point. That's why they want it to be zero. Second thing I believe to be personal. Sir, from the personality of Donald J. Trump, he is the kind of person who runs a country like an enterprise. And he sees the deals with India's on a short term, and he sees that USA is incurring loss. However, he is not seeing the contribution, the kind of contribution India is doing. For example, the Indo-American community that exists in the United States,
So
they are highest earning communities.
He has imposed tariffs on all countries, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
He could have raised it to a particular percentage equal to all. Why 50% to India?
Sir, like
If
I
that is
said,
the purpose of abridging the trade deficit with India, then
then it becomes a way to flex his muscles that we are the hegemonic power.
why he should flex his muscle? The other day he was shaking hand.
Do you think that after Operation Sindoor, whatever he tells that I am only mediating this and
Yes, sir.
ceasefire,
So now
he is not accepting.
Yes.
Do you think that it is an insult to his image?
Yes, sir. Like I said, it's a personal reason. I believe
Personal, what is the personal reason? Let him tell, then.
that. Sir, ever since the first round of
Systematically thinking is very, very important. Then what is, it's belching out. Okay? What is that? Personal, what is personal?
Sir, ever since the first term of Donald Trump, from what I have seen, he has always tried to mediate peace in between countries for getting a Nobel Peace Prize. Is his objective, as it's been told many times. For example, in his first term, he tried to make a peace deal between Serbia and Kosovo. Then Abraham Accord between
He
UAE
had
and Israel.
inculcated a...
Yes, in the second term also, that's why he wanted to be seen as the prima facie in the India-US peace after Operation Sindoor. However, as India rejected his claims, then he might have held a grudge
Did
against India.
make the correct decision there? India could have agreed there. What
Sir,
is
I
wrong in it?
believe-
Somebody is asking for what is wrong in it? You want to be promoted. I said, okay, you get promoted. Similarly, Trump wanted to be Nobel Prize, get it. What was wrong with Modi not to say, not to recommend that? Why he did not recommend?